What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Rewind and today's second episode where it's just me and Greg's gonna have a separate video because we're both delving into the games that are going on tomorrow. I have 4 games, Greg has 4 games, and the 4 games that I have is Michigan, Louisville, Arkansas, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Oregon, and Duke, South Carolina. Greg chose his games, and then I got I got the leftovers, if you want to say that. But I don't have a problem with that because he's a Michigan State fan. I'm a Michigan fan. We're both from here. Both of our teams are in. We're both feeling good. So, speaking on that note, I'm going to go Michigan-Louisville for my first game. Michigan won their first game 92-91 over Oklahoma State. And that was kind of in a convincing fashion for me. They had 16 threes. They were on fire. Granted, Oklahoma State was on fire too. They kept basket for basket with Michigan, and they just kept going and going. And that's why it was such a high-scoring game at the end of the day. And Louisville, on the other hand, was kind of a little sluggish. They won 78-63 over a Jacksonville State team that really wasn't all that good, but they did make it a tournament. Props to them. But I just don't see Louisville hanging with Michigan in this one. They have too much momentum going on, and I think they're just going to pull away with it towards the end of the game. But both teams coming in with 25 wins. One's leaving with 26, and the one leaving with 26 will be Michigan tomorrow. I see them winning around 78-70, somewhere in that range, and should be a good game out of the way. Hopefully you guys can catch it. I believe it's at 12:15. Not sure what channel. You guys can figure that out. But the next game, North Carolina, Arkansas, an 8 seed versus 1 seed North Carolina. North Carolina's just so overpowered this year. They're running teams over. They ran over Texas Southern. I mean, granted it's Texas Southern, but they made it into the tournament. Props to them. Like always, any team in the tournament, they always have a good season. They do their best and they make it in. The Tar Heels are very explosive this year. They have many players that can score up and down the court. They'll run you off the court in a sense. And Arkansas, I don't believe, can hang with that. And that's why I think North Carolina might blow them out. Not by a lot, but it will be a blowout, maybe 10 points or more, so like an 83-70 or something like that. But all in all, I'm just excited to watch the game. Good luck to both teams, but I do think North Carolina will take it out. Now my upset alert here we got going on here. I got Rhode Island, Oregon. Oregon's a great team. They played well without Chris Boucher. However you say the name, I always butcher it. But they played well without him. They blew out the Ionia team that they played. Ionia's a great team. But they played how I expected. I didn't expect Oregon to be as flashy as they were without Chris in the lineup. But they still played well, and I was kind of shocked to see that in a way. But Rhode Island played very well for being a 11 seed, if you want to tag them with that. But they're better than an 11 seed in my opinion. They're a 7. They should have been a 7 seed, but they won't get that since they're not a big conference or anything like that. But I believe Rhode Island will end up winning this game. It's going to be a very close-knit game. Usually these teams score a lot, so I don't see them not scoring a lot. It will be a high-scoring game, but I think they'll outpace them, and in the end they will win the game, Rhode Island. Maybe like 85-80, something like that. That's something like high 80s, above 80 that it'll be a high scoring game. And then the last game I got for you guys is Duke, South Carolina. 2 seed going up a 7 seed South Carolina, which is very motivated after the game that they have won. That was their first win in the NCAA tournament in a long time, and props to them for doing that. Great job. But I don't see them moving on after this. Duke is just overpowered, just like North Carolina. These two teams will run you off the court, and if you can't keep up, it's not going to be a competition. I don't really see a chance for South Carolina to keep up like they're supposed to in these kind of games. They did play well against the Marquette. They ran them off the court like Duke will run them off the court tomorrow. But it'll be another 10 to 15 point win for Duke, I believe. But like we will see, there's going to be a bunch of upsets, so we never know, but that's just my opinion. I think Duke will move on, Michigan will move on, North Carolina and Rhode Island will all win their games tomorrow. But hopefully they're all good games. We enjoy them and have fun watching them. And Greg's going to come up with his 4 games later today. But other than that, you guys have a fun day, have fun watching basketball, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.